How y'all doing, baby? It's Thursday. The sun is shining down here in South Texas. It's a wonderful day. I hope you're having a great day. Anyway, been gone for a few days, so what's going on? Well, again, I'm glad y'all asked because that gives me the opportunity to catch up on shit what's going on. But first, let's talk about what's going on today in the news. Today, what's a big story? George Santos. That's right. Our favorite Republican out of New York, you know, the lying, cheating, thieving guy that lied about everything in his life and stealing money from everybody he can. Yeah, that guy. Well, the Ethics Committee finally came out with their report this morning, and sure enough shit, they said, yeah, he's a scumbag. He shouldn't be in office. He should be expelled and all that shit. But what got me was the litany of congressmen who were on TV this morning when directly asked, are you going to vote to expel George Santos after this report? Well, you know, habada, he hasn't been convicted in a court of law. He isn't guilty of anything. I don't know. Maybe we should wait. I'm not saying either way. Blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. Anything to dance around the situation because they can't afford to lose not even a scumbag like George Santos. They need his ass. And they're going to try to keep him as long as they can for any vote they can get out of him. To hell with the fact that he's an embarrassment to the Republican Party, or he used to be. This situation would be an embarrassment. Evidently not anymore. Shit, George is just like one of the other old boys up in there. You know, don't worry about the past. Let's look towards the future. All that kind of shit. Anyway, it's plumb disgusting and embarrassing that people don't have the courage to stand up and call it out when it's right in front of their face. They're going to dance around it any way they can. Anyway, that's not what's on my mind. What's on my mind is down here in Texas, baby. That's right. There's shit going on down in here. Our governor, Greg Abbott, yeah, he's got some new laws he wants to put on the book. Right now, Texas House has already passed two bills, SB 4 and SB 3. Let's talk about SB 3 first. SB 3, State Bill 3, gives Governor Abbott the authority to use $1.5 billion of Texas tax money. On what, John? Well, on building the wall, baby. We got to get that wall built down there. $30 million a mile is what it's going to cost Texas taxpayers to build the wall that Donnie couldn't get built. By God, Greg Abbott will get the damn thing done. We'll get it done and all that. Are you shitting me? You know, that wall, well, I'll get to that in a second here. Let's move on to State Bill, 4. State Bill 4 now is a new authority here in Texas that would grant the state of Texas the authority to arrest migrants across the state if they can't prove they're citizens. What they're calling down here in Texas is the show me your papers law. Yeah, show me the papers, old man. Seems like I heard a skit about that a long, long time ago. Yeah, that shit creeps in. It also gives the authority of judges to manually deport people out of this state if they don't have the correct paperwork. Now, let's forget that this state is made up of 40% Hispanic population. And the question being is, well, how are you going to know? How are you going to know? Are you just randomly going to run around the state and see somebody who looks Hispanic and just walk up there and tell them, hey, I want to see your papers? And if they can't produce something right then, you're going to ship their ass over to a judge who's going to take them to Mexico? Are you shitting me? Let's forget. Hey. We'll have none of that shit. Cats. Let's not forget that in 2012, this issue went to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court ruled that it was the federal jurisdiction of the border. The states don't have any input on this. We don't have state troopers down on the border. No, we have federal border patrol down there, Customs and Border Patrol. That's who does this shit, not the state. But Greg here, he wants to take all of this power upon himself because, you know, Donnie's not president. And he's pissed off about that, and he's trying to make a name for himself by shipping migrants all over the country, pulling all sorts of stupid stunts with taxpayer money, mind you, so he can look like he's the one that's upholding the laws of this country. No, he's trying to trample on the laws of this country. You know, this falls right into my disgusting thoughts in my head about Donnie Boy and his recent comments, you know, trying to chase the vermin out of our country and all of this shit. One of the terms that Donnie uses in his little speeches is that that migrants coming across the southern border are poisoning the blood of America. Poisoning the blood. Really? Really? American blood, baby? What is in that American blood? A little Italian, a little French, a little English, a little German. There's all sorts of Hispanics coming up from all sorts of. We're all a mixed pot here in this country. Isn't that what we were told when we were growing up? That you came to this country and became an American, regardless of your previous heritage? That we were all Americans? No, not according to Donnie. It's ruining the blood of America, and he's specific about whose blood it is. Hispanics, baby. It beats to the core of who this nation is, I believe. Who are we? Because we're not who we're used to be, and if these idiots get in power, it's going to go right downhill from there. Going to get worse, baby. Anyway, it just bothers me. I'm trying to look at notes, and I hate that shit. It bothers me when he uses that term, and Greg Abbott is right there behind him, baby. So is DeSantis down in Florida. Hell, you could find them all around the country trying to use the border as an issue, because every time they talk to one of these congressmen lately, and they're talking about the crisis in the Middle East, the second they get finished done talking about that, the next thing comes out of their damn mouth is, well, you know, our southern borders down there where Hamas is coming across the border daily down here, and they're going to start terrorizing people down here and killing everybody down here and father rapers and all that shit. Yeah. That's the song they're singing because it plays right into Donnie's rhetoric. They want that wall. They want the law changed here in Texas to be arrest any Hispanic on this. Oh, man. I got company. It bothers me when people are... Well, this is too much of a damn long pause, isn't it? I get frustrated sometimes.